Welcome to my channel Glory with Mathematics. Please subscribe, like and share. Dear students, let us start the topic large numbers in practice under our first chapter, knowing our numbers. We have already learned about length and distances. You know how to measure length and distances and units of length and distances also. Centimeter is a unit of length. Centimeter can be written as cm. It is used to measure the small sized length such as the length of a pencil, the width of a book or notebooks, etc. To measure the small things like this, we are using centimeter. Our ruler in our geometric box has marks on each centimeter. So this is the figure of a ruler. So here the centimeters are marked like this. However, for measuring the thickness of a pencil, we find centimeter is little big to measure. So hence millimeter written as mm is used to show the thickness of a pencil. So here in a ruler you can identify this distance is 1 centimeter and the 1 centimeter is again divided into 10 parts. Each part is 1 millimeter. So 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. To measure the length of the classroom or the school building, we shall find centimeter is too small and hence we generally use meter for this purpose. One meter is equal to 100 centimeters. That is equal to 1000 millimeters. Even meter is too small when we have to state distances between cities, say Delhi and Mumbai or Chennai and Kolkata. For this we use kilometers or simply written as km. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. One question is there, how many millimeters can make 1 kilometer? It is known to us that 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. That is equal to 1000 into 1000 millimeter. That is equal to 10 lakh millimeter. Now we will concentrate our discussion about the weights. For example, when we go to the market to buy rice or wheat, we buy it in kilograms or in kg. But items like ginger or chili, we do not need in large quantities. We buy these in lesser weights. That means in grams. So here we know 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. For example, have you ever noticed the weight of the medicine contained in tablets given to the sick? What is the weight of a medicine tablet? It is very small. It is described in milligrams, mg. So 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. Next, we will discuss about the quantity of liquids. Example, what is the capacity of a bucket for holding water? it is usually 20 liters. The capacity is given in liters. But sometimes we need a smaller unit, the milliliters, written as ml. A bottle of hair oil, a cleaning liquid, or a soft drink have labels which give the quantity of liquid inside in milliliters, that is ml. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Note, you have to remember in all these units we have some words common like kilo, milli and centi. Hence, we have to remember that among all these, kilo is the greatest and milli is the smallest. Here kilo shows 1000 times greater and milli shows 1000 times smaller. That is 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams and 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. Similarly, centi shows 100 times smaller. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Question 1. How many centimeters can make a kilometer? Answer. We know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. And 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Therefore, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 into 100 centimeters. That is equal to 1 lakh centimeters. So, 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeters. Question 2. How many milligrams make 1 kilogram? Answer. We know 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 into 1000 milligrams. That is equal to 10 lakh milligrams. So 1 kilogram is equal to 10 lakh milligrams. Then question 3. A box contains 2 lakh medicine tablets, each weighing 20 mg, 20 milligram. What is the total weight of all the tablets in the box in grams and in kilograms? So answer is like this. Number of medicine tablets in the box is equal to 2 lakh. Weight of each tablet is equal to 20 milligrams. So weight of all tablets, that means weight of 2 lakh tablets, that is equal to 2 lakh into 20, that is equal to 40 lakh milligrams. Then we have to convert 40 lakh milligrams into grams and into kilograms. So we know that 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. So this implies 40 lakh milligram is equal to 40 lakh divided by 1000, that is equal to 4000 gram. Then similarly, we know 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. So 4000 gram is equal to 4000 by 1000, that is equal to 4 kg. Therefore, weight of all tablets in the box is equal to 4000 gram or 4 kg. So here is a question 4. A bus started its journey and reached different places with a speed of 60 km per hour. The journey is shown below. So here this is the diagram. A bus starts from A to B, then C, D, then E, then F, then G. Again it comes at A. So first question is, find the total distance covered by the bus from A to D. So we have to find the distance covered by the bus from A to D. Second question is, find the total distance covered by the bus if it starts from A and returns back to A. Then C, can you find the difference of distances from C to D and D to E? And question number D, find out the time taken by the bus to reach A to B, C to D, E to G and for total journey. So let us answer these questions. So this is the diagram. So first, speed of the bus is 60 km per hour. So distance between AB is 4170 km. Distance between BC is equal to 3410 km. CD is equal to 2160 km. DE is equal to 8140 km. EF is equal to 4830 km. FG is equal to 2550 km and GA is equal to 1290 km. These are given in the question. So first question is total distance covered by the bus from A to D. So A to D, to find the distance from A to D, we have to add AB, BC and CD. So that is equal to 4170 plus 3410 plus 2160 kilometer. So that is equal to 9740 kilometer. So total distance covered by the bus from A to D is 9740 kilometer. Next question B, total distance covered by the bus if it starts from A and returns back to A. That means we have to add AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, FG and GA. So that is equal to 4170 plus 3410 plus 2160 plus 8140 plus 4830 plus 2550 plus 1290 kilometer. So this is equal to 26,550 kilometer. Next question number C, difference of distance from C to D and D to E. So here C to D distance is 2160 and D to E the distance is 8140. As 8140 is greater than 2160 kilometer, so we have to subtract 2160 from 8140. So this is equal to 5980. So the answer is 5980 kilometer. Next question number D, time taken by the bus to reach first one from A to B. So we know the time is equal to distance by speed. Distance between A and B divided by speed. So this is equal to 4170 by 60. That is equal to 69.5 hours. That is 69 hours and 30 minutes. Second, from C to D, the distance from C to D divided by speed. So this is equal to 2160 by 60, that is equal to 36 hours. Next question, from E to G. So distance between E and G divided by speed. So this is equal to 4830 plus 2550 divided by 60. So this is equal to 123 hours. Next, total journey. That means the distance between A and A starts from A and return back to A divided by speed. So we have already calculated the distance between A and A. So that is equal to 26,550 divided by 60. So that is equal to 442.5 hours or 442 hours and 30 minutes. Next, question 4. So this is a table given. In first column, some things are given. Those are apples, oranges, combs, toothbrushes, pencils, notebooks, soap cakes. So these are the things available in a shop. So this is the price list. In second column, the price chart is given. So apples rupees 40 per 1 kg, oranges rupees 30 per 1 kg, combs rupees 3 per 1 piece, toothbrushes rupees 10 per 1 piece, pencils rupees 1 per 1 piece, notebooks rupees 6 per 1 piece, and soap cakes is rupees 8 per 1 piece. So the third column shows the sales during the last year. The apples, the amount of apples sales during the last year is 2457 kg. And the amount of oranges sold in the last year, that is 3004 kg. Similarly, for combs, it is 22,760 kg. For toothbrushes, this is 25,367 kg. And for pencils, the amount of pencils or quantity of pencils sold, that is 38,530 kg. Notebooks 40,002 kg. And soap cakes 20,005 kg. So by using this data, we have to answer some questions. So first question, can you find the total weight of apples and oranges Raman sold last year? So this is the list or items list for Raman's shop. So first you have to find the total weight of apples and oranges Raman sold last year. So weight of apples sold in last year, that is 2457 kg. Weight of oranges, that is 3004 kg. So total weight is equal to 2457 kg plus 3004 kg is equal to 5461 kg. So answer is the total weight of oranges and apples is 5461 kg. Next question, can you find the total money Raman got by selling apples? So answer, price for 1 kg of apple is rupees 40. It is given. The price for 1 kg of apple is rupees 40. And the price for 2457 kg of apples, that is equal to 2457 into 40. That is equal to rupees 98,280. So next question C. Can you find the total money Raman got by selling apples and oranges together? So answer is, total money got by Raman got by selling apples and oranges together, that is equal to 2457 into 40 plus 3004 into 30, that is equal to rupees 1,88,400. Next question, make a table showing how much money Raman received from the selling each item. Arrange the entries of amount of money received in descending order. Find the item which brought him the highest amount. How much is this amount? So we have to answer all these questions one by one. So the first three columns are given in the question, and the last column in the blue letters are the answers of first question. That means, what is the income Raman received from selling each item? The incomes from apples, that is rupees 40 into 2457, that is equal to rupees 98,280. Then income from oranges, that is equal to rupees 30 into 3004 kg, that is equal to 90,120 rupees. Then income from combs, rupees 3 into 22,760, that is equal to rupees 68,280. Then income from toothbrushes, that is equal to rupees 10 into 25,367, that is equal to rupees 2,53,670. Then income from pencils, that is rupees 1 into 38,530, that is equal to 38,530 rupees. Then income from notebooks, that is equal to rupees 6 per one piece multiplied with 40,002, that is equal to rupees 2,40,012. Then income from soap cakes, that is rupees 8 into 20,005, that is equal to rupees 1,60,040. So these are the income from each item. So let us arrange them in descending order. So this is the descending order of income from each sources. So as we know, rupees 2,53,670 is the income from toothbrushes. So toothbrushes brought him the highest amount, and it is rupees 2,53,670. Thank you.